Let's get Schalke 04 out of the way first of all. A team so bad that their name could easily be mistaken for a scoreline. The Germans have been punching above their weight in the Champions League this season and were found out spectacularly at the Etihad. The club, lying 14th in an 18-team Bundesliga, arrived in England, having conceded 11 goals in 3 games since an eventful 3-2 defeat to Manchester City in Gelsenkirchen 3 weeks ago, and were battered by another 7 here. That said, City were absolutely fantastic on the way to the second biggest knockout win in the history of the Champions League. Clinical.ruthless.two goals for Sergio Aguero, a pearler from Raheem Sterling, and brilliant performances from Leroy Sane and Ilkay Gundogan, to name but 2. Pep Guardiola can say what he wants. The reality is that City are in the quarter-finals of the Champions League and one of the favourites to win it now. After the first leg, Guardiola claimed his team aren't ready to fight in the latter stages of the competition. Before the second leg, he described them as teenagers in Europe. That's the trouble with teenagers, they don't always do as they're told, and City duly produced a brutal demonstration here of why they need to be taken very seriously by their rivals. A quarter-final draw that included FC Porto, Ajax, Tottenham, and Manchester United at the start of play should not be one to make City feel overawed in any way whatsoever. Yes, Juventus moved ominously into the last 8, and Barcelona and Bayern Munich could join the party on Wednesday evening. However, Guardiola's repeated attempts to dismiss City's credentials in Europe due to a perceived lack of history are wearing a little thin. They look as strong as anyone left in the draw regardless of pedigree. The only reason Schalke were still in this tie in the first place was down to 2 VAR-assisted penalties in Germany, and it was a spot kick that set City on their way last night after a subdued start. It was pretty clear-cut this time. Gundogan received the ball back from Aguero and floated across to the edge of the 6-yard box. Jeffrey Bruma made little attempt to challenge for the ball, instead dragging Bernardo Silva to the floor, and French referee Clement Turpin pointed to the spot. Aguero, who had already clipped the outside of a post early on, waited for goalkeeper Ralph Farman to dive to his left and chipped home a cheeky Panenka. Strangely, Guardiola couldn't look as he sat in the dugout staring at the floor, waiting for the reaction of his assistant Mikel Arteta to tell him City were ahead on the night and almost home and dry on aggregate. The idea that there should be any nerves in the City camp at all seemed ridiculous as they scored 2 more before halftime. Gundogan was again involved in the 38th minute with a pass over the top for Sterling. He held off Bastian Schipka and backheeled the ball into Aguero's path. Bruma, reluctant to concede another penalty, kept his distance and Aguero stabbed the ball past Farman. There was a lengthy delay for a VAR review to see if Sterling was offside and City were kept waiting again when Sane made it 3 in the 42nd minute. Weston McKennie slipped as he tried to cut out Alexander Zinchenko's pass to the former Schalke winger, and Sane advanced on goal before sliding the ball past Farman for his second goal of the tie against his former club. After that, his game went up another level. "I'd like to see Theresa May try and defend against Leroy Sane," tweeted the official Schalke account, "and the Prime Minister would probably have done a better job than the German defense." Sane could have had 2 more early in the second half, but had one chalked out for offside before creating the 4th goal for Sterling. It was a lovely, curling pass and an even better finish from his teammate who met it first time into the top corner. Sane set up the 5th and 6th goals as well. First he latched onto a pass from Zinchenko and pulled the ball back for Bernardo Silva. Farman got a hand to the Portugal winger's first-time effort from 15 yards, but couldn't stop it from creeping inside the post. Then Sane nudged the ball through for young substitute Phil Foden to dance around the keeper and score in an empty net. Another City substitute, Gabriel Jesus, got the 7th when he was left unmarked to meet Bernardo Silva's cross. Farman's pathetic attempt to get down at his near post and keep it out rather summed up Schalke's performance. So City cruise into the quarters for the 4th time in 5 years. Whatever Guardiola says, no one will want to meet them there. Get Man City latest news updates directly to your inbox. Subscribe. Thank you for subscribing.